Hi everyone and welcome to my first video of 2019. I hope everyone had a nice Christmas and hope everyone had a lovely new year too. Happy New Year, by the way. I haven't done a video for a good few weeks now. Well, I've had a few problems over Christmas, which is when I was planning on putting some videos out. My printer broke about 2 weeks before Christmas. The black ink stopped working in my printer. I thought that the print head was blocked and I spent a whole week trying to clean it out, bought new inks for it, and it just still wasn't printing any black ink. So I had to cancel orders that people had made through my shop in Etsy, and then I had to close my shop, which wasn't the best time to be closing it, and I just spent the time trying to fix my printer. In the end, I gave up trying to fix it because nothing was working and I just had to buy another printer. So as soon as that arrived on the day, I opened my shop and I started doing orders again. Just after that, we had a tiler come to tile the floor in one of the en-suites. So we had 2 days of someone coming to do that work as well. And then I had to do a bit of decorating in the bathroom after they'd left. So it had been quite busy around that time, just before Christmas. Then once it got to Christmas, one of our cats, the oldest one, Millie, she's 15, she started being sick. She couldn't hold any food down that we were feeding her. It was a sudden thing. It was after the tiler had been. And she's a nervous cat, and we've kind of put it down to nerves now, but at the time, we didn't really know what was wrong with her. And she just wouldn't stop being sick, and it was lasting... I think it lasted for about 3 or 4 days. She couldn't keep her food down, and she wasn't herself. So we had a vet's appointment on the Friday just before Christmas, and we ended up cancelling it because she started to keep her food down. On Christmas morning, we came downstairs and she'd started being sick again. So I was really worried about her. I've just been so scared thinking that we were going to lose her because of her age and everything. We didn't know what was wrong. So the day after Boxing Day, I got an appointment with the vets and we took her straight away. And they took some blood from her. They had to shave her neck and she was terrified. And then we had to wait for the blood test results the next day to come through. They were checking for a kidney function and a liver function and a thyroid and those kind of things. The vet phoned the next day and it was really good news, and they said that she was in good health and there was nothing wrong. Her blood results were showing all clear and her liver and her kidney function was working just fine. So I'm so pleased. And we tried her on some different food because the vet had mentioned trying her on some biscuits because we usually feed her wet food. So we tried her on some biscuits. We got some good quality biscuits from a local pet shop and she loved those. So she started keeping those down and she's back to her normal self. So I think it was just stress. It was mainly just down to stress with people coming round to do work on the house. And I don't know whether she's got an intolerance to the old food that we used to feed her, but she seems a lot better now anyway. So that's a relief. And then I've just started doing these videos again, and now I've had time. So we didn't have much of a Christmas and New Year. We didn't get to relax that much. We don't usually do anything over Christmas and New Year anyway. But we didn't seem to relax that much because we were so worried about Millie and I just couldn't focus on painting or doing any videos or anything. So this painting here, it's a series of cakes or desserts that I started painting. This was in September and I hadn't planned Inktober originally, so I started painting these cakes in September, and then when it got to just before October, I decided I was going to do Inktober. It was just a spur of the moment thing. So these cakes got put aside and I'd just started painting them. I'd finished one of them. And then the one that I'm painting at the moment, that was partially finished. So I just thought I'd record the rest of this cake. I've recorded the rest of the other ones. There's 3 more to go, which I'll put on as separate videos. I did record them as a whole video, and I think the video was going to be on for 40 to 50 minutes, and I thought that was too long, so I thought I'd split them all into separate videos, and I'll try and get them down to about 7 minutes-ish, so they're not too long for people to watch. Anyway, I'll leave it there for now, and I'll put the next video on in a few days' time, and I hope you've enjoyed watching this one, and I'll see you again soon, and thanks for watching. Bye.